I'm Steven, and I've failed more than anybody you know. I have a son with Down syndrome. I have a son with autism. At 33, I became the vice president for a billion-dollar company. I made a lot of money. But at the height of my career, I became a full-blown meth addict. I lost everything. I'm homeless on the streets right now, but determined to rebuild. All I want to do is use my life to help others. This is the greatest success story of all time unfolding right here. So the last 3 weeks has been an emotional roller coaster. And I don't mean, it's not just an emotional roller coaster. It's just been a roller coaster in trying to figure out, like last time I talked about my purpose. I'm still wrestling with purpose. I'm still wrestling with what to do. And honestly, I thought for sure that I would have a lot more figured out by now. I've been sober for like 6 months, almost 6 months. And my soon-to-be ex-wife, who we've been separated for years, felt bad for me and let me come back and live in her house. And I've lived there for like a long time, it seems like months. And she made a comment and said, by the new year, you need to figure it out. And I thought, it ain't gonna take that long. Here we are. I don't even know the date today. It's January. I don't even know. That's how much I keep track. Second week of January. And I still don't have things figured out. I didn't think it would take this long to find a solution to not having a place to live. And so the last few weeks, I realized I need to be around more people. I kind of got stuck in her house with my kids, and I love it, and it's been so great, and there's been very little motivation for me to find something else. And that's the truth of it. If I'm honest, I've only really looked for another place to live one day, and then found out that you needed an income to rent a place. And then I went on Facebook and found a place that was like a private, just an individual who had a house that they were renting, and I reached out to them. They never replied back, and I kind of left it at that. And it's a weird time in my life where I don't know what to do. The easy answer is go get a job, but everything is telling me otherwise. Every time I go to church, every time I read the Bible, it's like every time I'm trying to figure out what the right thing to do is, God's telling me to slow down, to rest, to think, to not rely on my own abilities, that he doesn't want my strengths. He wants my weakness. He wants my brokenness. Like, he has enough people with strengths. He doesn't need my strengths. He doesn't need my abilities. He doesn't need my money. And I keep getting conflicting advice from everybody I talk to. It's like, you just need to get a job. But, kind of miraculously, I had a bunch of money show up in my life that I didn't realize I still had. And it prevented me from filing and moving on with bankruptcy because I need to just move on from a lot of stuff. And I have too much money to do that, and yet I'm homeless, and I didn't even realize I had money. And so God has put money in my life, and he's like, here you go. And then I took that money, and I've been living with my ex, and I could have been helping with expenses for my kids and my family, and I haven't yet, and I'm not sure why. I should have, and I think I will. I don't want to commit to anything because I don't know, just don't want it, but I think I will. I have money to get a place. I could pay for like 6 months up front, but nobody wants to help me in that way. They want to require an income. And so I'm in this catch-22. It's like, what do I do? I have money for a place to live that God's given me. And then I took some of that money and I bought an electric scooter so I could play with Baron, and an espresso machine because I'm a drug addict and trying to not take drugs, and I'm tired a lot. So I got a really awesome espresso machine. And I got my car all fixed, and that cost a lot of money. So I spent like $6,000 just with things that just trying to get back. Like I had my scooter stolen. I bought the same one again. The same one again. So it's like I'm just trying to, like, that was something that me and Baron did all the time, and we do it every day when I'm there. And so it was something that was really important to me. So I spent all this money that I had, and God gave it all back to me. Like the funds that I had, I spent $6,000, and then Trump got elected, and they're up $6,000. Like I have spent no money. And so God is providing. It feels like God is just like saying, I've given you everything that you need. You don't need to rush into a job. I need you to figure stuff out. I need you to figure yourself out. And so that's what I've been trying to do. And I haven't figured it out yet. I don't have any answers today. And I don't need to rush to get a job. And I just need to figure out, why did I self-destruct so badly? I feel like he's telling me that I need to stop and I need to memorialize what got me here, how much I hate it, how bad it is, and how much I never want to come back before I can move on. And that's what I feel in my heart, and I haven't been able to figure that out. So what I did over the last 3 weeks, I decided that I needed to be around people, get out of the poisonous house. I'm so grateful for what my wife did in letting me come back, because she feels bad for me and let me stay there and let me be around my kids. But as you can imagine, there's a lot of resentment there, and we're constantly at each other's throats, and it's not healthy for either of us. It's not healthy for the kids, certainly. And as much as we try, it's like we still are like poison to each other. Like we will say words, and it will, for me, it will just suck everything I've got out of me. And I got nothing left sometimes just after a conversation. Like I can get up in the morning and talk to her and just a freaking 2-minute conversation can ruin my entire day. Or I let a 2-minute conversation ruin my day. I try not to let it, but it ends up just totally killing it. And I can't recover from it. That, at least not that day. Like, it takes a long time to recover sometimes from these things. And so I know I need to get out of there, and I know I need to go do something else. And so my parents and my brother started a flight school in Lubbock, Texas. And I was talking to them, and it was like, I'm just going to go out and visit them for a little while and just see what happens. I'm just going to go. I haven't been there in years. And so I did that. And then I flew back, and I spent Christmas with the family. And then we did some fun activities. We went hiking a bunch, hiked a lot. And then a friend of mine from college ended up reaching out and saying, hey man, do you want to go on a road trip to Texas? And I was like, well, I am in Texas right now, but on the 3rd of January, I will be back in California, and I need to go back to Texas. So yeah, dude, I'll go with you. And so we ended up just taking a road trip. I flew to Vegas, where he was, and then we drove all the way to Lubbock, Texas. He went down to Houston for whatever it was that he was doing, but we drove across the country together and had a pretty good time. And so I know that reconnecting with people is critical. I've got to get out of my head. I've got to get out of the environment. I need to reconnect with friends, get plugged in, people who, who I know and love, that I need to be around, that it just helps to get away. So that's what I did. And now I'm back. I'm in Texas right now. It's freaking cold. So here's what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. Having some fun, getting my mind off things. And it started with me going to the mailbox to pick up my license that I just got in the mail right before my flight took off that day. Just in time. All right, we made it to the airport. Now I just have to figure out where I'm going. Of course, they have to search my bag. No dirty laundry.
So this is a learning experience for next time.
What the frick? These machines are... I've never had an issue.
I don't know if I got flagged in my bag.
See what we saw there?
Oh, dang.
We take gun right?
That sucks. I don't get to cake that? I didn't even know it was in there. Yeah, toss it.
You want to repack this yourself?
No.
Huh?
No.
You want me to repack it for you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could. I don't know where.
You can go
If
to
you
the
want,
back
I
right
can help
there.
you bring it over there.
Okay.
You want to bring it close? Let me...
They found a pocket knife. I didn't even know that was in there. They searched my whole bag, ripped everything apart, and found it in the small 5th pocket of my jeans. The 5th pocket of my jeans. Anyway, where am I going? B. So the bad news is I'm flying a 737 MAX. So hopefully it stays in the air. But the good news is so I get there. This is the front of the flight school. We go inside. These are the airplanes. All the training aircraft that they have, just a ton of airplanes. All the work that they're doing, always maintaining, just so much maintenance. So much maintenance. It's so expensive. It's crazy. I got to see a lot of people's hangars. Like, this is the coolest plane of them all. A Piper Super Cub with those huge, I mean, it's hard to tell. Those are huge wheels. There's a World War II aircraft in another hangar. Should have brought my gimbal thing. It's just, the airport culture is so cool. There's just so many people around. Look at the engine. I mean, it's just so clean and everything's new. They're rebuilding that World War II for that World War II aircraft for the hangar. But watch this. Like, how cool is it to just have a hangar at the airport and just deck it out? You got a bar. Just, this guy, he custom made all the stuff that's in his hangar. Look at, it's like airline seats that on these rolling carts, murals. So fun. Airport culture is so cool. B-17. Are we gonna make it? Oh. Back to California. I spent time hiking with Baron here. What'd you find? What'd you find? Don't. That's a pretty big waterfall. Come on. Oh, it's windy too. Jeez. That's crazy. I think we're supposed to go down this way. All right, let's go. I don't think this is the right way. This is a little tiny trail, and it's pretty sketchy. All right, let's go. Come on, keep it going. Keep it going. It took us like 5 minutes to walk down this trail. It was pretty straight down to the water. Cool. Which way do we go? Super long walk, huh? All right, hold on. I want to put my jacket somewhere where it won't get jacked up. You can see the car. Parked it right up there. Whew. When you're down and out and trying to rebuild and your life's a mess, I'm learning that it's important to get out, reconnect with people. It's a lot more likely for positive things to happen when you're out talking to people. And that's one thing that I've learned. And another thing is I need to stop editing stuff and just throw some more content out and talk about things. I said this last time, but I really do. People don't care about editing. People don't care about production value anymore on YouTube. People really don't care about that. They want raw, they want real. And I keep saying that, but I need to do a better job. I need to make this easier. I need to make it so I can put more videos out and talk about things that is going on in the moment, because I'm missing a lot of that. And I'm doing it because I want to edit videos, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I keep saying it, but one of these times I'm going to stop editing videos. And I hope you love it. Talk to you later.